Okay, morning, folks. Welcome to the briefing on Saturday, the 4th of November. Again, somewhat of a complex situation to decipher exactly what's going to happen. I think I sort of got it right yesterday, apart from the sort of intensity of the showers that came through in the afternoon, perhaps a little bit heavier than forecast, which curtailed the fly. But you can see why it's so complex. Look at the sort of systems that are developing out here and rolling past, and actually predicting where they're going to go is fairly difficult. This is, bear in mind, 6 hours, not 4 hours ahead. Not entirely sure this is going to be right. I think this front may have gone through before that already. And then we're into a very showery air mass, which might or might not get us. So you can see where the general flow of the wind's coming from, southwesterly. Fairly tight spacing on the ice bar, so pretty breezy. See that with the other forecasts today. And then if you roll it on, you still see we're in a sort of low pressure system, so again, difficult to forecast. Things seem to settle down by the sort of middle of the week. You might see Tuesday a sort of little ridge of high pressure developing, but this is the next one to look out for. You know, what's going to happen here and where it is going to go. Purely driven by the jet streams. So at this moment, it's just prediction, but it could be something that comes across us Thursday, Friday next week. Okay, so Farnborough Taff. You know it's not great when there's three lines to it, and you've got to pick out the bits that you think are important. So initially, while this rain goes through, 138 knots, so southeasterly, 8 to 10 knots, not particularly strong, and that's going to sort of suggest it clears sometime this morning between 9 and 10 from Farnborough, then broken cloud at 1,000 feet. And then tempo from then onwards is potential 15 gusting 25 for a bit from a southerly direction. And as the day goes on, you can see from 10 o'clock onwards, 200 degrees, 10 knots, so swinging more southwesterly. And then you're into tempos and prob 30s about what's going to happen, showers and rain and potential thunderstorms all day. But I think it's a very tempo, which is isolated really. So it showers from then on. Upper winds, they're showing sort of southwesterly across the channel and probably across us, but fairly fresh, 35 knots down in the channel, 25 to 30 probably over us. From the southwest, SATPIC shows essentially the line of rain that's going through now, or just about through. There it is. And these are the showers that are building behind it and running along the channel and may come across us for a bit this morning. Rainfall radar, there it is going through. I'm in Winchester, so Lasham is up here somewhere, still catching the rain, maybe for another half, 3/4 of an hour. And then behind it, this lot, but potentially drying out as the morning and afternoon go on. Noting what's out here and whether that comes towards us. They'll be isolated, nothing solid really. Temperature wise, same as the last couple of days really, sort of 11, 12 degrees, maybe a bit more than that. Didn't feel that unpleasant yesterday, except when the showers went through. You can wander around in a light coat and a hat, and that's good enough. Top meteo, this is 10 o'clock, so just about sort of clearing possibly Lasham with the low cloud rain. And then we're into showers and a drying air mass. And that's an unusual thing to say for a southwesterly, but it is drying up slowly with just isolated showers, and by the afternoon, yeah, possibly quite nice for a bit. Winds, look at the 30-foot gusts, a useful thing to look at. So a little bit blustery, just to start off with at sort of 9-10 o'clock. The greens are 30 knots, so it might be a bit blustery just to start off with. And as the morning goes on, it just starts to calm down, 20-knot gusts. And then by the afternoon, light winds, 10 knots or less, probably. And that's sort of 3 o'clock in the afternoon when things are calming down completely. So, yeah, a bit wet to start off with, clearing through sometime mid-morning. And then from then on, actually, it's all right. Showers, and hopefully we'll be able to get out and get something from then on and operate. So airspace wise, lots around here, but these are all firework displays. And again, there's one near Winchester, or actually on the rugby club at Winchester. The no town displays, nothing of any consequence around Lasham or airspace wise nearby. So fairly quiet on that front. Jet movements, yeah, I sort of hinted yesterday there may have been a departure, but it's now going to be today. So the 737 departing. There's a flight plan file for that. So how are we going to operate? Well, I think when they do go out, probably myself and Mike Birch will have a chat about how we're going to wing it, but more than likely on 2-3 is the best option, with the gliders on the runway here and the cables just coming down the grass, and aerotowing just on the edge of the grass here. This bit here is normally fairly dry, even if we've had relentless rain. If we're operating that way, obviously we're trying to keep the use of the grass to a minimum. If you are circuiting round to the right side, you land 2-3 here. If you're doing circuits to the left, you land on the runway and accept the crosswind. And remember, you land either one side or the other, and stop about here. That allows plenty of room for someone to land behind you. Grass is pretty soggy, so if it's packed with cars here, don't tow along the Perry track. Just tow out to the middle, straight out from the hangar. And then down here, this is sort of dry area here with a sort of rising ground. It drains off fairly well. Tow out that way. Don't tow down the edge of the grass here. You'll just create massive deep ruts. It'll be like a ploughing competition down there. Okay, so that really is about it. Hopefully flying a little bit later.